A girl made a video saying if you're really strict with what color you get on your toes, like super strict, you only get white or you only get French tip, it's because it's for the male gaze.
She said, if you're used to painting your toenails white or French tips, you're doing it for the male gaze. You guys have never heard this kind of thing before in my entire life. So if you're having a particular color, which is white toenails and French tips, you're doing it because you want to get men attention, or you're doing it for a man. She said she was doing it for a man for a long time when she was still male centered, but now she's no longer male centered, so she's trying different colors.
Made a video saying if you're really strict with what color you get on your toes, like super strict, you only get white or you only get French tip, it's because it's for the male gaze. Could not agree more, because that used to be me. I used to strictly get white for years. Not another color touched my toe for years. And then I tried something new, French tip, because that was sexy too. And you can say, oh, I get this from me, I think it's cute. Shut up. Shut up. Let's dig deeper. Because when I was like in middle school, elementary, whatever, I used to try so many colors because there are so many colors other than white. But once I started dating, that's when I started getting only white on my toes, and I really didn't even like think anything of it. And then I got older, started only getting French tip, didn't really think anything of it. It was just routine. Whatever man I was messing with at the time would always compliment me on my toes. You know how it goes. And then something switched. I tried pink. Bomb. I tried butter yellow. Bomb. I tried black. Bomb. So take this as your sign to try some new colors, because at the end of the day, men go for anything. Anything. So you might as well do what you want to do.
How does doing white toenails all the time or French tips toenails all the time equals to male gaze? Me looking for male attention. So I'll just like a particular color for my toenails that fits well or that looks good, that I prefer. So I'm doing it because I want to attract a man, or I'm doing it because my man likes it, or I'm doing it for a man. And she's so confident. She's like, that's what we do. So if you don't want to do this, change the color of your toenails or your nails. Yeah, it was your take. I have your reaction on this video. Let's watch this just together, then I'll come back and share my thoughts at the end of the video.
I just saw a video about this girl talking about that if you get French tips or white on your toes that you're male centered. Can we just like stop projecting our own insecurities and ways of thinking on everybody else? I would love that. I have never gone into a nail salon, asked for white toes or French tip with a man in mind. And it kind of pisses me off that we make generalizations like that, because no, not all of us revolve around what men want and think. Thank you.
Only get white or you only get French tip, it's because it's for the male gaze.
A lot of people come on here and do a lot of things for shock value, but one thing I have to say is not everything is male-centered. Just because you were male-centered, quote-unquote, in the past, does not mean everybody else that gets white or friendship is male-centered. Personally, I don't like white toes. I've done them a couple of times in the past. I'm not a fan of them, but I do enjoy a friendship because I tend to wear a lot of different type of heels and slides, and I wouldn't want red toes with my white heels and wearing a pink top. I think it would look ridiculous. I change my heels and my slides very often, so I wouldn't pick anything outside of anything that's a neutral color. So to perpetuate your feelings and your insecurities on others just because you, quote unquote, used to do a lot of things for the male gaze is completely idiotic, and it's a complete terrible rhetoric to tell people if you do XYZ, you're doing it for the male gaze. Go read a book, open a textbook, go touch grass. I feel like it's completely stupid. And honestly, I follow this creator's content because I enjoy how she's kind of lives a carefree life and kind of does what she wants to do. But doing things for male attention has never been in some people's books. Maybe yours, but do not generalize.
Yeah.
I thought I'd seen it all until this morning when I was scrolling my timeline and I saw Girl Stitch a Girl, where she was essentially agreeing with the girl for saying that women who get the same color on their toes consistently, like for example, French tip, like I always get French tip on my toes, that if you do that, like, and you never like try new colors, it's because you're male centered and you're doing it for the male gaze. I feel like some of y'all just learn the alphabet, learn how to say words, and then in everything piece you say every single word that you know in your brain.
True.
Because none of the words be having correlation. Because me, I'm hyper focused on one thing. I'm male centered. God forbid a girl like French tip.
So the girls are talking about what color they get on their toes, and if it's male centered to only do white only or to do French tip only. And Bella made a video and the girls are in a tizzy because a lot of them are like, bitch, if I like white or if I like French on my toes, that's what I like. It's just no rhythm or rhyme to it. But I will say over the last couple years, honestly, well, not even last couple, let's just say maybe eight-ish years, white on the toes has become extremely popular. And I think for black women, it just looks amazing on us. Now, I do think some women are saying, oh, I'm getting white on my toes because that's the thing. White on my toes, white on my nails. They men like white. Yes, I think a lot of them are doing it for, social currency. But as a nail tech who had been doing nails and feet for a long time, yes, white is very popular. I'm saying this as I have white on my toes. French is also very popular. But honestly, for people, I always tell them, like, you should try a different color, do something other than white, because especially on black girls with the melanin, so many, like, blues, blacks, everything. I tell people even black looks amazing on us as black girls, but I don't like telling them to try a different color because if they don't like it, they're going to blame me. Mm-hmm. So I tell them, if it's not broken, don't fix it. Do I necessarily think that you're trying to do it for the male gaze because you got white? No. And I do think people get French because French, once it grows out, it looks better. I do think it's kind of a stretch to say that. However, I am always going to encourage women to get different things, because if you're that girl, you're going to be that girl with light pink. You're going to be that girl with funny bunny. You're going to be that girl with green. You're going to be that girl with yellow, blue, black, red. Like, there's even red. I tell people all the time, like, I still do red on my toes. If it's a nice bright red, I don't care. I'm going to do it. But it was so funny because I do believe that there's a lot of girls that only get the white and the French because that's what their man likes. But their man is not paying. Now, if your man's paying for your toes and he want white, get the white. But a lot of times when the girls was getting their feet done, it wasn't the man wasn't coming in and paying. It was them using their own card. But that's neither here nor there. As a nail tech, my only job is to make sure that I put whatever color that you want on correctly.
There are two types of women. There are pick-me women and women who pick themselves, okay? It's pretty simple and clear to me. I just need y'all to understand that me getting my toes white or my French tips on my toes white does not mean I'm doing it for the male gaze. No. First of all, I'm in the house most of the time. Let's put that out there. And my toes can be done for me. I don't know why it's so hard for people to believe that women can do stuff for themselves. Yeah. Why? Y'all get on my nerves. Stop thinking that everything that women do is for a man. I don't know why you all get it so confused.
There was a Stitch video that came up on my For You page talking about if you get white or French toes, you're doing it for the male gaze. And this bitch gonna agree. Now, if you did it for the male gaze, just say that. Don't put all of us in a box. Because one thing about a French and white toes, they just go with everything. Yeah. Talking about you do it for the male gaze. Like, shut the bro, y'all bitches just be chatting.
Video saying if you're really strict with what color you get on your toes, like super strict, you only get white or you only get French tip, it's because it's for the male gaze. Could not agree more, because that used to be me. I used to strictly get white for years.
Class, this is what it looks like when a pick-me believes that she is reformed, because a true woman who is a girl's girl, who does not do things for the attention of men, can understand, can accept the fact that women do things for themselves. The ability that there are women who possibly like French and white toes so fucking much, yeah, that they just do that. Or that there are some of us who find something that they like and will run it into the ground. My mother only, and I do mean only, wears pink or orange toes. Only. Gots to be pink or orange. What is the what is it? What's the thing for that? What's the thing for that? Because she's very strict on the color of her toenail polish, but it's not white or French. I right now do French. I do French because when it grows out, guess what? It's not as noticeable.
Yeah.
And that's why I think a lot of women choose that. Also, it looks good. And guess what? It's trending. Like you said, you used to do white all the time because it was trending.
Yeah.
It was trendy. It was trendy. It was trendy.
Yeah.
And right now, French is trendy because we're kind of in a clean girl aesthetic. And also, oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Not so much for my toes, but for my hands. But me, I like my toes and my hands to what? Match.
Yes.
Match. Some of us have regulations. We can only have certain things. And one of those things that we're allowed to have is French. French. So this clean girl aesthetic that a lot of you are going after has been my regulation. Welcome to the party, guys. So, if my nails are French, I want my toes to be French. I just really can't understand why y'all can't understand that women are capable of liking things outside of men. Question: why'd you get them lip fillers? You see, it don't sound right, right? Right? Because maybe you wanted fuller lips. Maybe you liked how you look with bigger lips, and you went and got them because you liked how it looked, right?
She doesn't know what she's saying. She doesn't know what she's saying. The thing is that these men don't even know the color of your nails. If you want to know, they don't even remember the color of your nails. You're using your white tone. See, these white toenails is so trendy. All the time, it's so everywhere. If you go to the nail salon and you want to just paint your leg, they'll ask you white or other colors. They're already painting your leg white even before you tell them because that is what is trendy. Then the French tip, another one that is very trendy. That's like a normal thing people usually do. That French tips. It's now when you want different color. Like if you go to a nail salon that they don't even stock a lot of colors, they will always have white, and they always give you that French tips. So are you saying that if you like a particular nail color and you're doing it every time, you're doing it because of a man, you're trying to get a man attention, or you're like, come on, girl. Like, come on. Some people like, there's a lady I watched a nail vlog. She said she has always been doing black matte, and she has been doing it consistent. So anytime she goes to the nail salon, it's black matte. I was like, I'm going to try matte, just black. I said when she tries it, she likes it. It elevates her mood and all of that. She just like it. So that kind of person, now you tell her that she's doing it because she met a man that likes black. Do you think these men even know what is color of your nails? Do you think they care? So if you think you're doing it all the time for them, it's because you choose to anyway. But most of us, in short, most of us are not doing it for any man attention. You're doing it because you like it. A lot of people like to do, once you paint a particular color on your nails, on your fingernails, you want to do the same on your toenails. Like some people just like it. They're not doing it for men attention, it's because they like it. And yes, one of the creators that said she stays at home all the time and she'll still get her nails done. Yes, yes, a lot of us do that. We don't even go. There's no outing plan. Some people do fix their nails only because they want to go out. They have where to go. Some people just feel like I need to get my nails done. I don't like the way my nails are. I need to fix my nails. Some people even have it at home and they do it for themselves. They want to try different press on nails and all of that. It is not for male attention. What does white nails and French tips have to be like your now? I feel like she's trying to say this because most of the women that does all this feminine content, if you want to be feminine, if you want to attract men, make sure your nails are French tips. I've heard all those kind of content before. They tell you don't do red, or maybe they tell you to do red or something, but they always advise you to do French tips to get men attention or to get rich men or something. But then some people don't want to get rich men. Some people that go to the office that they have their own money. Successful women do French tips. They don't need rich men attention. They like it because it's pretty, it's beautiful, and that's what they like. And I personally feel like most women will do their nails because and they choose a nail color. Sometimes when I go do my nails, I don't even know what I want to do. I'll just get there and tell the nail, she'll just start picking. I was like, just do anything because I don't even know what I want, right? But I know that whatever one I fix on my hand, the color must match my leg. Like I want it to be to match, even if nobody sees it, nobody cares. But I just feel like I feel good about it. So, are you not saying that I'm doing it for man attention? You guys, what's your take on this video? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. Respectfully, as always, Sugar Mary Davis, and thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please like and share and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one, guys.